Man, I was hoping I would get that all in one video, but that's okay. All the information is here. All right, now we're going to solve the inequality. Write your answer in set builder and interval notation and graph it. Okay, so we've got a lot to do for each of these problems. So actually, let me write this one down again. So negative 2x minus 5 is less than x minus 20. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is solve it. All right, and then I can write it in both set builder notation and in interval notation. Okay, remembering as I'm solving that what I want to do here is get the x on one side and everything else on the other, get the variable on the left, and if you multiply or divide by a negative number, you flip the inequality symbol. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do here, I've got stuff on both sides, neither of it can be simplified, so I'm going to move this over. What that gives me is negative 3x minus 5 is less than negative 20. From here I add 5. This is just like solving an equation. That becomes 0. So I have negative 3x is less than negative 15. So now here I'm going to divide by a negative number. By a negative, so you must flip the inequality. So that tells me x is greater than negative divided by a negative is a positive, and that's 5. So in set builder, you just put in front of it x such that x is greater than 5. In interval, you're going to put the smallest value and the largest value and then figure out what to do with the ends. Now, it might be easier at this point to do the number line first. So here we have a boundary point at 5. We know everything greater than 5 is to the right. It does not include the 5, so it's a parentheses, and we know this goes on to infinity. So in interval notation, it goes from 5 to infinity. And finally, our last problem. If I have 2 times 3x plus 5 minus 8 is less than or equal to 4x plus 8. Okay. The right side of this is fine. The left side, I can tell I'm going to have to do a couple of things. So I'm going to start off by distributing. 2 times 3x gives me 6x. 2 times 5 gives me 10. Minus 8 is less than or equal to 4x plus 8. In this step, I'm going to combine my like terms. So I have 6x plus 2 is less than or equal to 4x plus 8. I'm going to get all the variables on the left, so I'm going to subtract 4x from both sides. So that gives me 2x plus 2 is less than or equal to 8. Notice I haven't even thought about the inequality because I haven't done any multiplying or dividing yet. So here I will subtract 2 from both sides. That gives me 2x is less than or equal to 6. So here I'm going to divide by 2. Since I'm dividing by a positive number, I leave the inequality alone, and I get that x is less than or equal to 3. So in set builder, I have the set of x such that x is less than or equal to 3. on my graph, okay, everything less than 3 is to the left. It includes the 3, so it gets a bracket. And this, of course, goes to negative infinity. So my interval notation goes from negative infinity to 3, and it has a bracket. Okay, the end. I hope this is helpful, and yeah, see you in class.